villainy took many forms, including wooing and winning the Lady Anne, whose husband he had killed, and then having her murdered too. His trail of murders also included his brother Clarence and his 2 young nephews, all of whom stood between him and the crown. But with all of them now gone, he has become King Richard III. But, with an eye to securing his throne further, he returned to an old trick. He will again offer himself in marriage to a natural enemy. This time, the intended bride is his niece Elizabeth, the sister of the 2 slain princes. As the scene opens, Richard's own mother curses him and leaves. Then he's left alone with Queen Elizabeth, the widow of his brother King Edward IV, and the mother of the 2 murdered boys. He suggests a marriage between himself and her daughter, Elizabeth. But this is late in the play. Richard's fortunes have begun to decline, and Queen Elizabeth stands her ground better than his first wife, the Lady Anne did. By the end of the scene, Queen Elizabeth pretends to consider his offer, but we soon learn that she has betrothed that same daughter, Elizabeth, to the Earl of Richmond, who is leading a powerful rebellion against Richard and will soon kill him and take over as Henry VII.
This war thou turn a conqueror, or I, with grief and extreme age, shall perish, and never more behold thy face again. Therefore, take with thee my most grievous curse, which in the day of battle tire thee more than all the complete armor that thou wearest. My prayers on the adverse party fight, and there the little souls of Edward's children whisper the spirits of thine enemies, and promise them success and victory. Bloody thou art, bloody will be thy end. Shame serves thy life, and doth thy death attend.
Though far more cause, yet much less spirit to curse abides in me. I say amen to all.
Stay, madam. I must speak a word with you.
I have no more sons of the royal blood for thee to murder. For my daughters, Richard, they shall pray nuns and not weeping queens, and therefore level not to hit their lives.
You have a daughter called Elizabeth, virtuous and fair, royal and gracious.
And must she die for this? Oh, let her live, and I will corrupt her manners, stain her beauty, slander myself as false to Edward's bed, throw over her the veil of infamy, so she may live unscarred of bleeding slaughter. I will confess she was not Edward's daughter.
Wrong not her birth, she is of royal blood.
To save her life, I will say she is not so.
Her life is safest only in her birth.
And only in that safety died her brothers.
Though at their births good stars were opposite.
No, to their lies ill friends were contrary.
All unavoided is the doom of destiny.
True, when avoided grace makes destiny. My babes were destined to a fairer death, if grace had blessed thee with a fairer life.
You speak as if that I had slain my cousins.
Cousins indeed, and by their uncle cozened, of comfort, kingdom, kindred, freedom, life. Whose hand soever lanced that tender heart, thy head all indirectly gave direction. No doubt the murderous knife was done in blood, till it was wetted on my stone-hard heart, to revel in the entrails of my lambs. But that still use of grief makes wild grief tame. My tongue shall to thy ears not name my boys, till that my nails were anchored in thine eyes. And I, in such desperate bay of death, I took to a bark of sails and tackling reft, rush all to pieces on thy rocky bosom.
Madam, so thrive I in my enterprise and dangerous success of bloody wars, as I intend more good to you and yours than ever you or yours were by me harmed.
What good is
your children, gentle lady?
Up to some scaffold there to lose their heads?
Unto the dignity and height of fortune, the high imperial type of this earth's glory.
Flatter my sorrow with report of it. Tell me, what state, what dignity, what honor canst thou demise to any child of mine?
Even all I have, I and myself and all, will I withal endow a child of thine. So in the lethe of thy angry soul thou drown the sad remembrance of those wrongs which thou supposest I have done to thee.
Be brief, lest that the process of thy kindness last longer telling than thy kindness date.
Then know that from my soul I love thy daughter.
My daughter's mother thinks it with her soul.
What do you think?
That thou dost love my daughter from thy soul. So from my soul, thy soul's love, thou didst love her brothers. And from my heart's love, I do thank thee for it.
Be not so hasty to confound my meaning. I mean that with my soul